In today's video, I'm going to show you how to organize your entire house using Dollar Tree items. My favorite room to organize by far is my kitchen. Let me show you some of my favorites. Now, if you have bananas in your house every week, you may want this next item. I bought this banana hook on Amazon and you can screw it into the bottom of your cabinet. It works really well, and I realized if I got an S hook from Dollar Tree, I could do the exact same thing and hang my bananas up. Let me know which one you like more. The next time you're shopping at Dollar Tree, go to the hardware section and pick up one of these tackle boxes. You can use these all over your kitchen. They're perfect for creating charcuterie boards. Just put in your favorite snacks. You can also use it to store and organize your batteries. Do you remember my Amazon cup caddy? It was this really cool thing that I found this summer where you could put your solo cups in there. You could also put in your straws and your Sharpies. So if you're having people over, they could put their name on their cup. Well, when I was shopping at Dollar Tree, I found this and I thought, why couldn't we do that same thing with this $1.25 container? So in two of my little caddies, I'm gonna put in my cups, and then I'll also add in the Sharpies and my straws in the back. So whenever you're having an event, just pull this caddy out. Your guests can write their names onto their cup. Dollar Tree has a product called Sure Fresh reusable seals. They come in a pack of 3 and you can use these to cover all of your bowls. So if you don't want to transfer your items to a food storage, just use one of these to cover up your bowls. They are reusable, so you can wash them in between use. This year, the Dollar Tree Plus section has brought us so many great new items. One of my favorite has got to be this under cabinet sink organizer. It's 2 shelves and it was pretty easy to put together. Everything just snapped in place. I found that it was a nice item to organize under my sink because I don't have any shelving, and I was able to put all my cleaners on the shelves for just $5. You can use these wire baskets to organize in your kitchen. Using those organization wire baskets and a few planter hangers from Dollar Tree, we're gonna create a fruit storage. Start by putting a plant hanger on either side of your wire baskets. Once you have one finished, you're gonna move on to the next one that's going to hang underneath your first basket. So figure out about how far you want it to hang down, and then you're going to cut the chain off at that point. So for me, I wanted them to have 13 links. So I did that for all 3 of the pieces. I did need to use my wire cutters to kind of open up the pieces a little bit. I hooked them onto the top all the way around, pinching them with my wire cutters. And then I just attached them to my bottom basket. You can hang this up in your kitchen with any fruit. Here's a $1.25 hack to organize all of these straws. Pick up a plastic container that looks like this with the 3 compartments. Next, I'm gonna add some command strips to the back. Over here in my pantry, I have all my cups organized, so I thought, what if I put the straw organization right here on the cabinet door? So let's try that. I'm gonna use this one straw to make sure that it's still gonna close and hold everything. Okay, perfect. It finally happened after 13 years. I finally got a new fridge, and I'm excited to show you some of my favorite ways to organize my fridge. So the fridge brand that I got was a Hisense, and I picked it up at Lowe's. I will link it for you down below. So I really wanted no handles and the recessed door opening. I just love that look. And the other thing I really wanted was a snack drawer. So let me show you how I'm gonna organize this refrigerated snack drawer for my kids. I think the key with the snack drawer is just finding some containers that are gonna fit well. These I actually use in my medicine cabinet, and they're the perfect measurements for my snack drawer. Now Now I'll get everything prepped to go in my fridge. I love this container to store the fruit that we use the most, which is our strawberries and grapes. I love this snackle box. You could put so many different things in here. Today I'm going to be putting in some of my favorite fruits and vegetables. So what do you do when you have extra vegetables? Maybe you cut one in half. What are you supposed to do with the other one? You can get these little organizers and they're perfect for putting in half of your veggies. How do you store your blocks of cheese? You need these food huggers. You get 4 reusable silicone huggers in the pack. They fit on a variety of cheeses and butter. Say goodbye to Ziploc bags. Save space in your fridge by organizing your eggs like this instead of like this. I love this gadget for storing butter. This Lazy Susan tray is perfect to organize your fridge, especially for those items that are at the very back. It suctions onto your shelf, and when you move it from side to side, you're able to get the items at the back of your fridge. I also use several of these containers in my fridge. I like them in 2 different sizes so that they fit better in the fridge. I'll link those for you as well. Now we're down in my craft room, which is one of my favorite rooms to organize and probably the room that needs the most organization. Now my most used tool has got to be my glue gun. Recently, I made an organizer from Dollar Tree with 3 items. You're gonna need a cell phone holder, one of the little paper clip cups. You can get them in any color that you like. And then you're also going to need a tray. Over in the stationery section, they do sell these marble trays, and that's what I picked up. So figure out how big your glue gun is, and you're going to set it on the cell phone holder, and you want to determine where you want it to sit on the tray. Attach it with some E6000 to make it really secure. You're also going to add E6000 to the other cup holder so that you can place in your glue sticks. Let everything dry before you put your items on top, but this is a perfect glue gun organization. You might want to try this next hack when you're painting. There are many times that I'm crafting with pool noodles and I don't use the entire thing. So if you just have a little bit of a pool noodle scrap, let me show you how you could use that in your craft room. So I just cut a small portion of this pool noodle. Using your scissors, then what you're going to do is cut halfway through to create slits in your pool noodle. And I'm going to create maybe 5 or 6 down this entire pool noodle scrap. This would be a great hack to use when you're painting. If you're going to be using several paint brushes, you can put them all in there. It's going to hold them in place. They're not going to roll around on your table. If you're a visual organizer like me, where you like to see everything that's sitting out, this pencil and brush organizer is perfect for your craft room. I used this pencil and brush organizer years ago and I wanted to give it another try. Have you guys picked this up? I know they've had it at Dollar Tree now a while, but I was going to try to organize some pens and brushes in my craft room. Really, for $1.25, I think this is a great way to organize all of your pens, markers, and brushes. Let me show you one of my favorite craft room organization ideas that you can recreate with Dollar Tree planters. For this craft room storage, I'm gonna be using these small 3-tiered planters. They also have the larger ones, but I think these are gonna be too big for me, but they may work for you. You're also going to need a planter base. All of these you can pick up at Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna glue anything together. I'm just gonna start by stacking them up just like you would if you were putting plants in there. Just make sure that they're all locked in place. There's so many ways you can organize in your car with items from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has out a couple of the new car organization items that I have not seen before, and these are all just $1.25. Now, this one is an organization pocket that you could put on the back of maybe like your passenger seat or your driver's seat. These are great for your kids to store different items, especially if you're going on a long trip. Now, what I did the last time I went on a long road trip with my girls was I just bought some canvas bags from Five Below, really cute ones that they could reuse later. And I just put in there some games and their favorite activity books. This is another option we found in the Dollar Tree organization. This, you could put a variety of things. I'm thinking the best thing would be to store maybe an umbrella. Put this on the back of your seat and then just stick an umbrella in here. It gets it off of the floor so it's not sliding around in your trunk. One of my favorite organizers is back. These car trash cans are perfect, and it looks like they have new colors this year. They fit perfectly in your cup holder, and they're great for just that small trash you have, and then you can empty it out whenever you stop. Have you ever tried these sunglass clip holders? They work great to store your sunglasses in your car. One of my favorite hacks that I found this year for organizing my car is using makeup sponges. You can buy these in a 2-pack at Dollar Tree, and they're perfect to set in your cup holders. That way, if you spill anything or if you have any moisture around the outside of your beverage, it's going to go into the sponge, and you can always replace them if they get dirty. Don't throw out your old gum containers. These are great for car organizers. In our cars, we have a lot of little things we need to organize. So I'm gonna print off some labels on my label maker. This label maker I got off of Amazon. It's under $20. It's really great. I'll link it for you down below. I'm gonna create labels for my gum, my hair ties, bandages, and change. And then I'll show you how I organize these in my car. Just remove this label portion, and then I'm gonna put a label on the side, and then you'll just place your items inside. This is how I organize my console with Dollar Tree items. Dollar Tree keeps coming out with new collapsible bins. This is one that when I saw, I thought would be perfect for your car. Keep it in your center console, and then if you get fast food or maybe you're just eating a snack in your car, you can pull it up and then lock it in place, and then you have a nice place for your snack that's not gonna fall over and make a mess in your car. Now, if you're like me and you have a lot of reusable bags that you like to keep in your car, but they seem to be all over the place, get one of these $1.25 totes that they sell at Dollar Tree. You can fold up all of your reusable bags and just set this in the back. It's gonna keep them nice and organized. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Comment the word of the day, which is organization. Dollar Tree has some of the best solutions to organize in your bathroom. Some of my favorites are how I organize my makeup. Pick up a few of these clear acrylic organizers the next time you're at Dollar Tree. For this hack, we're just going to use the outer portion of this clear container. So remove all of the labels and take out the drawers. Next, I'm going to line the inside with some paper that I bought off of Amazon. I measured how wide I wanted the paper to be with a pencil and then cut it out and placed it into my drawer. I used the same paper as a template to do the other two containers. I'll cut those out and place them into the drawer. To hold them in place, I'll add E6000 to the four corners of all the paper. Add command strips to the back, and you can hang these onto your wall or your shelf for additional storage in your bathroom. I have even more ideas that you can do with those acrylic drawers from Dollar Tree. On Amazon, they have these really expensive makeup organizers that you can recreate with these drawers. You're going to use E6000 because it's going to hold together the best, and you're going to stack 5 in a row. With the E6000, I just placed it on the edge of my stackable containers and then place them on top. Then you're going to create 2 stacks, one with 5 and then do another one with 5. Then you're going to attach them together with more E6000. This is perfect for lip glosses or any products you may have. The next time you're at Dollar Tree, look in the plus section for these organizers that I found. One is $5 and it's a clear acrylic Lazy Susan. Now you could use it in your pantry, but it's also great to use for all of your makeup organization in your bathroom. Another makeup organizer that I found was only $3, and I decided to put things like my lipsticks, my chapsticks, and extra skincare in it. And if you're in the mood to DIY, you could also pick up 3 of these organizers. They come in different colors. All you have to do is glue them together. If you want to paint them a different color, you could spray paint them. I left mine black and I organized all of my makeup brushes. Jars are a great solution to organize your bathroom. These jars are some of my favorite to use from Dollar Tree in bathroom DIYs. You can really customize them to your bathroom. So I'm going to spray the lids a gold color. I sprayed the underside as well as the top. The last time I was shopping at Dollar Tree, I came across these really pretty blue knobs, but they did have silver hardware. So I wanted to make them fit more with my gold theme. So using some gold rub and buff, I'm going to brush that onto the top area where there's a little silver piece. And then I'm also going to put it on the bottom area where there's like a big silver piece. Now to add the knobs to my gold lids, I drilled a hole directly in the center of the lids. Next, I will place the knob in the middle of the lid, and then using the washers that came with it, I'll just add those to the back. You can fill these jars up with bath salts or any items you'd like to store in your bathroom. Let me show you how to organize your toothbrushes. Pick up one of these $1.25 silverware organizers. You can use this to divide up all of your toothbrushes in the bathroom. On my label maker, I just printed out labels for everyone in the family, place them down at the bottom. You can put your toothbrushes in each of the slots, and then your toothpaste goes up top. Now my favorite bathroom organization containers at Dollar Tree by far are these acrylic jars with these acrylic lids. They're so cute. I love that they're just $1.25. For this next DIY, you're gonna pick up 2 of them. You can do several things with these. You could paint them, you could leave them the way they are. I wanted to wrap them with a wood veneer product. I just cut the wood veneer down to size. I'm gonna use a little bit of E6000 and I'll wrap the wood veneer around each of the jars. To hold it in place, you're going to need some painter's tape, and leave the painter's tape on until your E6000 is completely dry. Once you take off the painter's tape, you're left with these great jars that you could add in cotton balls and Q-tips. Dollar Tree has some of the best items to organize your pantry and your cabinets. These acrylic organizers are such a good deal for $1.25. Look how large these are. When I saw these at my store, I picked up 3, and then I was shopping for some other stuff, went back, and they were all gone. So if you see these, go ahead and pick them up. I know they're gonna go fast. I'm gonna use these to organize in my pantry. These would also make such good refrigerator bins because they're clear acrylic, so you can see everything that's inside. Try this affordable hack if you need a place to store your baking sheets using these inexpensive tension rods. Now, I didn't find these at Dollar Tree. You can get them at Walmart for just a couple of dollars. And I'm gonna start by putting them into my cabinet. And I want it to be where it's about in the middle of my baking sheet. So I'm gonna put it about right here, and then I'm just going to make it as tight as possible. So to do that, you're just gonna twist the tension rod. All right, I'm gonna test that with my first baking sheet. That's pretty good. Now you want them to actually be closer than you think. So I'm gonna move it back just a little bit and move it in. And then I'll just tighten it a little bit more. Depending on how many baking sheets you have, just keep adding in tension rods. Let me know if you would try this hack. Can you believe that you can buy these jars at Dollar Tree? I wanted a set of these for my pantry, and I'm gonna show you how to add the labels. I went on Etsy and I found these gorgeous labels that you could print, and they were a direct download, so I bought those. I will link to the Etsy labels I bought in the description box, but you just print them out on your printer. I picked 3 of my favorites, cut them out. And then to add them, I'm using the blue Mod Podge because that's a matte finish. I just added a little bit of Mod Podge to my glass jars, placed the labels down, and then added a little bit of Mod Podge over the top. I did go through and take off any excess Mod Podge because I find that sometimes you can kind of see it once it dries. So that helped by removing any excess. So I did that for all 3 of the labels. Here's how they look in my pantry. I just added in some of our favorite candy. Let me show you how to get your cabinets organized. You may think these file folder organizers are just for your office, but you can actually use them in your kitchen. They're great for organization in your cabinets. I'm gonna place in some of my disposable paper goods. To take it a step further, you can label each one of the sections. I'm gonna create a few quick labels on my phone, and then I'll just print them off on my label maker. I also have to add in one of these blue caddies. They're perfect for holding things like your utensils. You could put straws in here, and they're only $1.25. You can also use this in your craft room. It's perfect for organizing any craft pens, markers, or your paintbrushes. Dollar Tree has more than just smaller organization. They also have some larger items you can organize with. Have you seen these containers in the Dollar Tree Plus section? Now, each one of these containers is pretty large. It's $5 each, but if you were to buy these at Walmart or Target, they would be over $5. Now, my favorite thing about these containers is the fact that they are stackable. So you can stack these up. They're perfect to put out in your pantry. You can put drinks on there or any of your food. You could also use these all over your house. Your entryway and your stairs is an area in your house that can actually get pretty cluttered because this is the area everybody walks in and they throw all their stuff down. So let me show you a few of my favorite organization ideas. You may have walked by these Dollar Tree fabric bins and wondered what to do with them. I think they're great for organizing shoes. I have a cabinet in my entryway that these fit in perfectly. You could also put them on a shelf if you had that at your home, but you can throw all your shoes in there. You can even divide them out so each person in your family can get their own shoe container. If you don't have a Cricut, here's an alternative you can use to label from Dollar Tree. Just add some whiteout to the front of anything that you want to label. I labeled these clear acrylic containers. Let it dry completely, and then using a Sharpie, you can write in what's in the container. I remember when Dollar Tree first came out with these collapsible containers, and I was so excited. These are awesome. They've had them out now a while, and they come in a variety of colors. So I had an idea to use these on my stairs. All the time, my kids are leaving stuff downstairs, or I'm leaving stuff downstairs. So I thought, what if I put 2 baskets on my stairs, label them with their names, and then when they're walking by, if they see anything in their basket, they can take it up to their rooms. The labels are from Dollar Tree. They come in a 3-pack. They have several cards on here, so you just write anything you want with a Sharpie and then you clip it onto your container. Of all the rooms in my house, I try to keep the least amount of clutter here in my bedroom, but the items I have, I like to keep them very organized. Here are some of my best solutions.
You can use cell phone rings for more than just phones. Let me show you a hack.
I'll remove the ring from the container, and I took off the little lanyard piece. Next, I'm going to put it on the back of the remote in my bedroom. And now here's the fun hack. You're going to need any sort of command hook. I had this one already at my house. I'm gonna put a command strip on the back and put it on the edge of my nightstand. Then I can use that ring to hang up my remote, and it's an easy place to store my remote. I always know where it's at, and it's easy to put away at night. Let me show you how I use this Dollar Tree organizer in my nightstand. I love having everything sectioned off. So over here, I have that Dollar Tree organizer. And then this is a pack of organizers I got off of Amazon. I will link them for you, but everything has its place and is nice and organized. The next time you're at Dollar Tree, pick up some of these woven baskets to create a decorative DIY for your bedroom. I needed to pick up 6 of the baskets. You'll also need a set of Dollar Tree shower rings. While I was in store, I took 2 of the baskets, put them on top of each other to make sure that they fit well on top of each other so I could use them in this next DIY, because they are a little bit different. They're not all the same size. Now, once I had the 2 together that I was going to use, I used some twine and my largest needle, and I thread it through to secure the 2 baskets together. I did this maybe 2 or 3 times. Now, you don't want to thread them super tight because you want your containers to open and shut. So kind of move them around as you're adding the thread so that they still open and shut really well. I'm going to repeat these steps with my other baskets. Once you have your baskets secured together by sewing the back side, then you can move on to the handles. So I took these shower rings and I just snapped them in half, and honestly, they all snapped in half equally, so I'm gonna be using half of my shower rings for the handles. I went in my craft room and pulled out some coordinating yarn to use for this project. I used hot glue to wrap the yarn around my shower rings. Then I used some more hot glue to place the shower rings on the top of the baskets. Let these dry completely. Now you could use these anywhere around your house, but I think they would be perfect in a bathroom. Dollar Tree has definitely stepped up their game when it comes to under the bed organization. I found this one, it's got a flap lid. There's this smaller one with a clear top, and then this pretty large size one. So don't forget about organizing items under your bed. These also make great shoe organizers while traveling. You can just put them in here and then throw them in your suitcase. Dollar Tree has some of the best items to pick up to help you organize while you're traveling. I found the coolest compact travel size container, and there's only 2 left at my store. So if you see this, definitely pick it up. It's a little container, and inside it has 4 travel size bottles. This is so neat. These brush pods are great for traveling, but I just like to keep them even to cover my toothbrush in my drawer. These are a must when I travel, and they don't take up any room at all. Now these adorable bags, they come in so many colors. These are gonna be perfect for traveling. Let me show you a hack. Because these bags have holes, you can actually clip your earrings to the inside of the bag and then put the backing on the outside. You can also add in any extra jewelry inside the bag, like your bracelets or necklaces. If you don't want to spend money on packing cubes, pick up these mesh laundry bags. They come in a pack of 3. These mesh laundry bags are going to come in handy for our travels because I'm going to be using them instead of packing cubes. So you can pack in your different outfits, and I love to do a packing cube per day. That way I can put one whole outfit in a packing cube. I plan my outfits out before I go, and it just makes it so much easier when I'm traveling. Now, if I'm traveling in the summer, I can add up to 2 outfits, and these are also great for your shoes. Traveling with your family and you don't want your toothbrushes sitting out on a towel in the bathroom, let me show you a hack you can try. Pick up a container of these gloves at Dollar Tree, and then you can use your toothbrushes or just get a pack of toothbrushes. Then you're gonna take your toothbrush and put it into the fingers of the gloves at night. It's gonna keep all the toothbrushes separated and covered, but you'll have them all in one place. I feel like I'm constantly trying to organize my closet. Here's some of the ideas that have worked for me. You may be surprised at how many closet organization dupes they have at Dollar Tree. After I wash my face and I have a washcloth, I don't want to throw it in with all of my laundry in my dry laundry basket. So I thought a hack you could try is to get a hanger and this Dollar Tree beach tote, put it onto your hanger, and then I can just hang this up in my closet. I can throw any washcloths that are wet or my makeup pads that are wet in here, and that way I'll just grab them out whenever it's time to do laundry. I have this purse hanger in my closet that I picked up off of Amazon in a pack of 4. I found this one at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. Oh, this one's actually a pack of 2. So you get 2 for $1.25. All right, I think I might actually like this one better. First of all, you can hang 4 different items on there. Well, you could put more than that if you wanted to, and it rotates. I have this big package of hanger connectors that I use to connect 2 hangers together, and I want to store them a little bit better in my closet. So a hack you can do with one of these Dollar Tree mesh bags, all you need is another hanger. Now, if you have like a baby hanger, I think that would work really well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by poking my hanger through the back of my mesh bag about like right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I put it through once, and then I'm just going to put it through one more time about right there. And because these mesh bags are not super thick, you can usually just poke them through. So that's what it's going to look like. Then just feed it through so that it hangs on your hanger. Now you could put anything in here. I'm gonna put in here those connector pieces, but you could really put in anything you want. The key whenever you're organizing your living room is to make it as stylish as possible, and there's several DIYs you can do to accomplish this. I wanted to take these terracotta plant saucers and turn them into trays. To do this, I wanted to put like a half bead on the outside of my trays. So I went through my craft room to see what I had. I had a couple of options. I had some wood beads, and then I also had these like pearl beads, and I felt like they both would work because I was going to be painting it. So on the larger one, I added these wood beads. I'll link them for you down below if you're interested in these, but I just put a little bit of hot glue on the back and then placed them around the exterior of my tray. I didn't measure it. Honestly, I just tried to space them as evenly as possible. On the smaller one, I used the pearl beads to place them on. Once they were dry, I wanted to paint this, and I came in with kind of like a rich brown taupey color. I also mixed it with some baking soda. This is kind of my trick when I only want to do one coat of paint. Sometimes I have to do two, but it just creates a really gritty texture, which I like the appearance of that, and it also cuts down on the amount of paint coats you have to do. So with this, I only had to do one paint coat. So I put the paint on both of the trays and let that dry. Every living room needs a hidden remote organizer, and that's what we're gonna be making for this next DIY. Now, another great thing that I found was new peel and stick wallpaper, and my favorite one was this bird paper. It is so pretty, you guys. I hope you can find it at your Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna be wrapping this box with that paper. I picked a coordinating green color that I could use around the middle portion of this box. So I started by painting the middle section green. I let that dry completely. Then I wanted to add the paper on. So I started on one edge, placing it down so it was even with the edge of the paper, wrapped it around, and I did cut it as I was going so that the edges were nice and clean, but really this was pretty easy to do. I continued to wrap it and then cut off any excess of the paper. And here's how this box looks in my living room. I love recreating high-end dupes to organize my living room. You guys know that I do Amazon live streams, and I look at a lot of different items on Amazon. And one of the items I saw were these really pretty containers by a brand called The Creative Co-op. And I love the way they look, but the price was a little bit high. So I thought, what if I could recreate these containers? So I was shopping at Dollar General and I found these glass containers with wood lids. I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to try to recreate these jars. So I started on the lids, and with these I just sanded them down. They were kind of a lighter wood, but in the original they were a much darker wood. So I wanted to stain these. So after I sanded down the lids, I used a dark coat of stain. I put it on with a foam brush and then wiped off any excess. Now, I did feel like they weren't dark enough, so I did come back a day later and add a little bit more stain just to kind of darken the lids up. Now with the clear containers, this is when I had to be a little creative with my spray paint. So I have a cement spray paint that I used as the base. So I did 2 coats on my jars with the cement spray paint. After that dried, if you look at the picture, they had some creams and black on the jars. So I started with my black. I went in with this textured spray paint because I feel like that gives you more of like that speckled look. I added the black just sparingly. So I just kind of sprayed it until I was happy with it. Then I came in with that white cream speckled paint and just put a little of that onto the containers. Let this dry completely, and here's how the jars turned out. Now they're not an exact dupe, but I love the way they look. Two of my favorite items that they've had out this year at Dollar Tree have been these stools and these solo buckets. These are perfect for organizing, especially when you put them together. I love them in an outdoor space. You can put the stool down first, put the solo bucket on top. I've used it as a cooler. Just put some ice in there and your favorite drinks. Or if you're gonna be outside, you can put toys in there, your sunscreen. It's just the perfect combination. Let me know down in the comments how you organize your house with Dollar Tree items. I love knowing your opinion, and make sure you subscribe because I want to see you back here, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye.